The purpose of this video is to demonstrate how to enlarge your sketches from last class. First thing you'll need to decide is which one you want to use. If I pick this one thing I need to keep in mind is to draw big enough that the space inside is large enough to draw the space beyond. Now I could choose to do it on 2 pieces of paper as well. If I do this on 1 piece of paper, then I would want to make sure I draw it large enough. If I do it on 2 pieces of paper, I'd still start the same way, but I could cut the shape out and then have another piece of paper underneath. Okay, so if you look here, the first thing I'm looking at is if I need straight lines, line my ruler up with the bottom edge of the paper. That way my lines are nice and straight. And now I can adjust it. If I draw an outside scene, I would draw my horizon line. Anything up here is sky, anything down here is land. If I'm drawing the inside scene, like I am, then I could just have this as where my eye level would be, and I could draw my, the back edge of the floor and wall a little lower. But what I need to do now is make this 3D. I connect to my vanishing point, all my corners, and then I line my ruler and slide it back. I line up my ruler, making sure it's lined up at the bottom as well, slide it back. This is this curve. I make the same curve, and then I can erase all my extra lines in the middle that I don't need. If I wanted to do something like this, where it's even spacing, I could use my ruler, measure even spaces. So for example, I could do every inch. If I wanted like bricks, stone, siding, some kind of surface texture, measure even spaces, line my ruler up with the edge of the paper this way so that my lines are all really nice and straight. And then anywhere that this line intersects with the door frame, like for example here, I could use the vanishing point to make it actually look like it's going back. And that's how each of these lines were done. Now, if I were to pick this one, then I would need to make sure of a couple things. I need to make sure I draw it with enough space to fit it on the big paper. So if I were doing this one, I would hold my paper horizontally because this one is a horizontal layout. So I'd start by drawing this rectangle using the ruler, getting it nice and neat, drawing it big enough to draw my scene behind. But this time I need to draw my my vanishing point, and I can put my vanishing point further away for the door frame. It could be a separate vanishing point as long as it's on the same eye level for an open door, because you could open your door a lot or a little bit. So for this one, I am connecting. Here's my corner, here's my vanishing point, lining it up, and I'm drawing outward. Same with this door, lining up, drawing outward, and then I can make my door. And now I drew it big enough on here where I could go ahead and add all my details. I could use a regular vanishing point here to draw like the little welcome mat for my house. I can do all of those things and get it nice and neat in my space. I can't wait to see what you come up with.